So how many of us women are doing our own self-breast exam? Every month? Have you been taught how to do it? And why are we supposed to do it? In this video, I'm going to go through the why, when, and how of the self-breast exam. And don't forget to stay tuned to the end, where you'll hear the inspirational Howl of Hope quote. Welcome to Dr. Kathy at your cervix. My name is Dr. Kathy Wolf. I'm an award-winning OBGYN for over 25 years and a registered nurse prior to that. I'm not a substitute for your physician, but I hope to answer some of your women's healthcare questions. Why is it important for you to do your own self-breast exam? Did you know that 40% of women with breast cancer have found their breast cancers themselves? 1 out of 8 women in the United States will develop breast cancer sometime in their life. 1 out of 833 men will develop breast cancer. What are the risk factors for breast cancer? Well, age. As we age, our risk goes up. Family history, genetics. For men, if you have a disorder such as Klinefelter's. The American Cancer Society recommends that women from the ages of 20 to 39 have a breast exam by a physician every 1 to 3 years, and for women over the age of 40, that occur every year. Women under the age of 20 is rare for them to develop breast cancer. So how do you do your self-breast exam? Well, there's 2 parts. The first part is that you're going to look into the mirror. Not like that. So you want to stand in front of the mirror. Before you jump in the shower is a good time. You put your hands on your hips. You're going to go up above your head with one hand, back down, and same with the other. What you're looking for is if your nipple would go in. Cancer hangs on to your tissue, so as you move, you won't see your tissue move freely. You may see a dimple form. Your tissue may look like orange peel. So the second part of your exam, you're going to use touch. You just use the tips of your fingers, and you do it in either one of 3 patterns. You can do circles, you can do spokes, or you can do an up and down pattern. And so what you want to do is you want to use just the tips of your fingers, and I go around and circle around. You go through all of your tissue. The other way is to do spokes and come outward and go inward. And the last way is to go up and down. So you go up and then back down. The most important thing is that you want to feel all of your tissue. Now your breast shape is a tear shape, so that tail, and it's also known as the tail of Spence, actually goes up into your armpit. So you want to make sure that you feel all of that. The other place that I find that women miss sometimes is they don't feel right on top of the areola, and that's another place that you want to go. So women say to me that they feel lumpy and they get confused. And what I usually say is get to know your lumps. No one knows your body better than you do. You should be doing your breast exam once a month. You want to do it if you're premenopausal, right after your period. If you're menopausal, you just want to do it once a month. What do you do if you feel a lump? Don't panic. 80% of those lumps are benign. So call your doctor and get a second opinion. So the answers to the questions of why, when, and how. Why do you do your breast exam? Because 40% of women find their own breast cancers. When do you do it? You do it once a month, and you do it right after your period. That's when you tend to be less lumpy. And how do you do it? By looking and feeling. But the most important thing is to do it once a month. There's a Chinese proverb that says, I listen and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. So I encourage you to do your self-breast exams once a month. Now let's go to the Howl of Hope. Sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. Tiptoe if you must, but take the step. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to hear more topics on women's healthcare, please subscribe. If you have questions that you'd like me to address, or you have an inspirational quote that you'd like to share, please leave that below in the comments.